I'm going to give you 3 mobile app marketing strategies you can use to get more traffic to your app and in general any product that you want to promote. Strategy number 1 is to get search traffic to your app. And this involves optimizing the keywords for your app on the App Store, the Google Play Store, and on the Google search as well as YouTube search. Those are the top search engines when it comes to people finding and discovering your different apps. So when you're performing keyword optimization, you want to do it with regard to each of these platforms. Now, more specifically, what do I mean by this? Well, I want you to build a big list of keywords. Okay, and as far as like YouTube and Google, there's this plugin called Keywords Everywhere. And basically, you can type in different keywords and it will tell you the amount of traffic per month that those keywords get. And so, pretty much, you want to target keywords with a very high traffic amount. If it's too competitive, if there are too many searches, then it's likely going to be a little bit harder to rank for those keywords. For example, if there's 1,000 different apps for the keyword kitchen or cooking, then it might be kind of hard to rank your app for those keywords. So you can investigate smaller keywords and try and rank for those, or if you're really confident in your app, then you can try and compete for those big ones. But how do you know which keywords to type in and which ones to target for your app? Well, you can use trial and error here. You pretty much brainstorm a bunch of things that you think people might be searching for your app, and then you start typing them into the different search engines, App Store, Google Play Store, Google, and YouTube. And on Google and YouTube, if this keywords everywhere tells you there's a sufficient volume for that keyword, then you can go ahead and add that to your big list of keywords that you want to target. So for instance, when I was making this video, I was searching for keywords related to mobile apps. So I typed in mobile app space A, and then I saw if there were any relevant keywords for A that were popular, and then no. So I backspace, then I type A, B, and then C, and then I got all the way to M, and I found mobile app marketing was a keyword which was searched 2,400 times per month. So that's the keyword that I'm targeting for this video. And similarly, on the App Store and the Google Play Store, you simply type in your words. Okay, so you might type in, kitchen space A, or kitchen space B, or cooking space A, cooking space B, and just see what auto completes. And try and identify different keywords that your app could rank for that are relevant to your app, your niche. And then once you've made this big list of keywords, you're going to use these keywords in your app description, in your app title, hopefully, and in general, anywhere where you're configuring information about your app, in any blog articles you write about your app, on any YouTube videos you're making about your app. By using those keywords in your app title, tags, and description, you're going to get found a lot more organically using this search traffic method. Mobile app marketing strategy number 2 is going to be to get referral traffic. And one great way to measure this is to improve your viral coefficient. And I've made a full video already on viral coefficients. I'll leave an annotation up there. But more specifically, what you're trying to do here is increase the sharing of your app. You might be able to increase your sharing by providing incentives for people to share, like Dropbox. They say you can earn more space. You can now earn more space by referring your friend to Dropbox. You'll get a 500 megabyte bonus when they install Dropbox on their computer. By using incentives in your app, you're giving people a reason to share instead of just begging and hoping that they're going to share. Another point here is that the earlier you ask people to share, the more people are going to share, and that might help you get your viral coefficient greater than 1. So again, watch my video on that if you're not familiar with viral coefficients. Another way to get referral traffic is by using collaborations. So for instance, if you're trying to grow a YouTube channel to promote your app content, then you could make videos in collaboration with other people and kind of take advantage of their audience, and you kind of boost each other up. So you pretty much find similar brands and related apps and content that you can embed your app or something related to your app into, like a blog post or a video or even just a link to your app. Embed that in similar apps and brands, and then you can take advantage of the referral traffic that comes from there. Mobile app marketing strategy number 3 is to use ad traffic. And there are really 2 types of traffic. One is called direct response marketing, and that's what I'm advocating here. By building a funnel, you can measure the number of people who complete each step, versus the other one is called brand awareness advertising, and you're basically just blasting your message out there and hoping to get a return. So what I'm saying here is not to do that, but instead to build a funnel and be more scientific about your advertising. So you can see on the right hand side here what I mean by funnel. It's a process of steps that users follow when they're downloading and moving towards your main objective, which might be to purchase the paid version of your app. But basically, you need to measure the number of people at each step, and that number will always decrease or stay the same, so it's always shaped like a funnel. And so the first step is that people will view your ad, and then the next step will be that people click on the ad, and then they're going to download your app if they feel like it. And then for this funnel, I'm imagining some sort of timer app where there's a paid version they can unlock. So hopefully after they download the app, they're going to create a timer in this timer app. And then if they like the app, they might purchase the app if they want to unlock additional features or something like that. So when you're building a funnel, ROI is your main objective, and ROI stands for return on investment. And all that really means is that if you put a certain amount of money into advertising, you want to get an amount greater than or equal to that out. So if you're spending $500 on advertising, you want to get $500 or more in purchases for your app. So when you're building your ad traffic funnel, focus on that return on investment because that's really the measure of your success here. And your funnel should ideally be 10 or less steps. Any more than that and it gets too complex and it's too hard to diagnose problems in this funnel. So 10 steps or less is a good rule of thumb. And you want to make sure that one of the steps in your funnel is going to make you money. Otherwise, your return on investment is going to be basically zero, which means you put in $500 and you get $0 out, which isn't ideal. Now, with ad traffic, you really want to use the scientific method in order to improve the conversion rate of your funnel. Instead of setting up your funnel and just hoping for the best, I want you to constantly run experiments to see if those changes you made improve the conversion rates of different steps in your funnel. So for instance, if not that many people are downloading your app, you might try an experiment 1 week where you just change the images which are on the App Store. And then at the end of the week, you can measure the effectiveness of that experiment by comparing the percentage of people who saw your app and downloaded it versus the week before. So basically, you're running experiments on some interval, and the frequency of those experiments depends on how much data you have. If each day you're only getting like 1 or 2 downloads, then you might not have the volume in order to properly run these experiments. So you really want to have higher volume here, otherwise your experiments aren't really going to matter. And like I said, you need to use analytics to measure these things, and I've made a full separate video on app analytics. If you want to check that out, I'll leave an annotation in the top right of the screen. And I encourage you actually to watch the video multiple times because the lessons in this video could keep you busy for years and years on end. So make sure you've mastered these concepts, and then I'm confident that over time, as long as you're implementing them, you can grow your app business, or really most types of internet businesses nowadays. These concepts are pretty broad, pretty applicable to almost any type of internet business. So thanks for watching. Like the video and subscribe, and make sure you add it to your favorites as well so that you can watch this multiple times because this stuff has taken me years and years, and I'm constantly working on these myself. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.